Om Jnana-timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurvabhishta Shapudakam Guruganer Shisha Sambhushitam Chincha Samastuveda Nipanam Shirupa Pantanugam Govinda Viramujvalam Bharatanam Bhaktyam Mitam Sundaram Vande Vishwa Guruncha Divya Bhagavad Premno Hibijapradam Vanchakalpa Trubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tushe Namaha. So we are coming to start Chaitanya-charitamrta from the very beginning. Mahaprabhu, he came to show us the prospect of our eternal life. And he is known as Namo Mahavadanyaya, the most magnanimous. Why? Because Namo Mahavadanyaya, then the next. Yes, Krishna Prema Pradayate, because he is giving Krishna Prema. This is the only wealth of our lives. This is the only real attainment of the soul, what will really satisfy the need of our soul. It is there, it is underground. But Mahaprabhu came to show us how to awaken that and how glorious and how necessary that is for every jiva, as Prabhu was saying. Without prema, every jiva is suffering. This is the crux of the matter, right? Without prema, every jiva is suffering. So Mahaprabhu, he came to give that prema to one and all. And here in Sri Chaitanya-charitamrta, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has depicted that in the most, elevated way, in the most poetic way, in the most philosophical way. From all standpoints, Chaitanya-charitamrta, it is unparalleled. Philosophically, ontologically, poetically, it is so substantial and so sweet and attractive and poetic at the same time. We will get nourishment of the brain, and we will get nourishment of the heart. Everything will be satisfied by Chaitanya-charitamrta. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Truth, eternity, and beauty. These three aspects we find all here. And so Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said the greatest theological literature that has ever seen the light of day. You find everything within here. All, to a greater or lesser degree, there is some representation here of all theistic conceptions. And in particular, in the Madhya-lila, 8th chapter, the discussion between Ramananda Rai and Mahaprabhu, everything, the whole gradation of theistic, any conception you can categorize it under one conception presented in that conversation. And then there is also Mahaprabhu's instructions to Sanatana Goswami, to Rupa Goswami. Everything is there. We can make a book just with those chapters, actually. Mahaprabhu's instructions to Rupa and Sanatana. It's like maybe 5 or 6 chapters, something like that. And Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojam, understanding, who am I? What is my relationship with this environment? What is my real necessity? What is the real goal of life? What am I doing here? All of these fundamental questions, they're answered there. Prayojan. What is the real goal of life? We already said, prema. Beyond any relativity of this mundane world, this is the real attainment of the soul. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This is only relevant if one is conceiving of oneself as a member of this world. But what about when one is established in one's eternal position as a spiritual entity, as a serving entity? Then those things all become irrelevant. Then prema. So prema is the highest religion of the soul in its pure, spiritual, natural state. And then abhideya. What is the path? What is the means to attain that, to progress from A to Z? Okay, sambandha gyan, I understand. I've got my GPS. Now I understand where I am. I'm a conditioned soul. I fell into this material environment, but I'm really a spiritual being, and I need to connect with that intrinsic aspect of myself. Then here's the goal way over here, and then how do I get there? And then that is abhideya. So all of these things Mahaprabhu describes in great detail with Rupa and Sanatan. And then what is Mahaprabhu's own inner desire? No, that is also described here by Srila Kaviraj Goswami. That is like, that is like too much. It is like a plus, It's like it is like Gurudev. He gave the analogy of an advertisement that he saw in Russia for a pen, where there's like silly television commercial showing a boy. He got like 110% or something, or 120% on his exam because he had this special pen. So Srila Gurudev, he compared that to the Ramananda Sambad, when Ramananda Rai, he's going through the different theistic conceptions, and Mahaprabhu's pushing him, more, tell me more, tell me more. And then when he goes, then he like reaches the zenith point, and then Mahaprabhu says, tell me more. And then he's indicating the appearance of Mahaprabhu, the combined form of Shishi, Radha, Krishna. Rasa-raj, Mahabhav, Duyekarup. Krishna, the king of rasa, the ultimate enjoyer, and Radharani, the embodiment of dedication, self-giving, self-sacrifice, combined in one form. So that is like going beyond. It's like going beyond the zenith point. That's like 110. That's like plus. So like here, Kaviraj Goswami, he's described so wonderfully, so beautifully, so perfectly the mission of Mahaprabhu, spreading Krishna Prem, spreading Harinam Sankirtan, and his loving exchanges with his devotees, so many charming pastimes, so many fundamental Siddhantic truths. And like that would be more than enough for us, But he's actually giving us more than that. He's revealing who is that inner Mahaprabhu. What is that combined form? Radha Bhav Duti Suvolitam Naumi Krishna Srupam. Krishna enhanced, enriched with the heart and halo of Radharani. And then we've been hearing these last verses in the Antya-lila, the final section. And here and there we're hearing about this divine madness, this deep mood of separation, which is the heart of Srimati Radharani. We are hearing that expressed in Mahaprabhu. So these very fine and higher things, that is also being presented here, which is really beyond our adhikar. But somehow such high things, they have been extended to us, and they attract our heart. They are so beautiful, so charming, and they show the acme of love. They show the acme of love. The highest degree of self-sacrifice. Ashli Shiva Pararatam Pinashtumam Adarshan Marmahatam Krutuva Yata tata vavidada tulampato mat prananatas tu sa eva napara. I am yours, I am for you, I have no other existence other than you. And whether I am with you, whether I am united with you in one way or another, or whether I am separated from you in one way or another, you are everything for me. I am for you, my Lord. And what type of extraordinary sentiment comes from the heart of Mahaprabhu in that feeling of separation. Srila Kaviraj Goswami is presenting, giving us something of that here. And we cannot properly comprehend it, but we can recognize it is an extraordinarily wonderful thing. So Chaitanya-charitamrta. So we will begin again. Jai Shri Gurudev. Jai. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters. So here, this is quite significant, right? This is the very beginning of Chaitanya-charitamrta. And here, Vande Gurun, the plural, Guru in the plural form, is mentioned here. The plurality of Gurus is mentioned here. Not that there will only be one will recognize one Guru, but in Srila Sridhar Maharaj's words, wherever we are finding those truths which are helping to, like I'm paraphrasing, but remove the knots in our consciousness, whoever is helping us towards our eternal life, they are Guru. We will recognize Guru there. So, right, and then of course it is significant that first Guru is being honored and being recognized here. From the these are the first two words. I offer my obeisances to my spiritual masters. This is the very beginning. Before we go to anything else, this is the first thing. So I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, His plenary portions, His energies, and the primeval Lord Himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So, every aspect of the absolute truth. This is the conception Advaya Gyan, right? One non-dual truth, the absolute truth. But that absolute truth is appearing in distinct features and distinct energies. Achincha, Beda, Bed. So this is like the one whole being appreciated in its different features. Guru, the devotees of the Lord Himself, the Lord's avatars, His expansions, His energies, and Krishna Chaitanya Samyakam, Krishna Chaitanya Himself. So this is like a new thought, actually. If we're thinking always as Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So we are speaking like that, but actually Krishna, Chaitanya, they are non-different. So this is being made very clear from the beginning. The Madhya-lila and the Adarja-lila. They're different manifestations, different mood, but they are one and the same, and of equal standing. In his Madhya-lila of associating with his loving, intimate associates in a closed circle, and then Adarja-lila, where that is being distributed in all directions, as we were discussing yesterday. So two features of the Absolute, but they are one and the same. So here, this is being made very clear from the beginning. Krishna, Chaitanya. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito. And also maybe we can mention from the beginning, because it's helpful to bear in mind that these, it's like the first, I think 14, yes, the first 14 verses, Srila Sridhar Maharaj called them like the steel frame of Chaitanya-charitamrita. It's like the foundational structure is being set here. What everything is resting upon in Chaitanya-charitamrita, that is being established in these first 14 verses. So it's like everything is covered here. And in the following chapters, I don't remember exactly how many chapters. Is it like 7 or 8 chapters? 7 chapters. In the following like 7 chapters, Srila Kaviraj Goswami, he's going to elaborate on these 14 verses. So everything is here in these 14, and then over the next few chapters, he's going to one by one explain in more detail each of these verses. Okay, so this next second verse is very nice, and there's also later a very nice description of that verse. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gauradaye Pushpavanto Chitro Shando Tamonudo. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gaura to dissipate the darkness of ignorance, and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. There's very beautiful imagery here. The sun and the moon, normally they're appearing at different times, but here they're appearing together at the same time, illuminating the darkness of ignorance. Very, very nice verse. Okay, then the third verse. Yada dvaitam brahmopanishadi tadapyasya tanuba yad atmantar yami purusha iti sosyam sha vibhava shad aishwarjai purnoyayi ha bhagavan saswayam mayam na chaitanyat krishnad jagati paratatvam param iha. What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body. And the Lord known as the Super Soul is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, full with 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. So what type of dignified position does Mahaprabhu have? You know, what in Bhagavatam, this is like, you could say, like picking up where Bhagavatam left off. In Bhagavatam, the supreme position of Krishna is established. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdyate. You know, there's these 3 aspects, you know, Brahma, the Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, the highest conception. So that is actually being more clarified here in this verse, and the position of Mahaprabhu as being that supreme Bhagavan form, that is also, it's very clearly established. There's no haziness here in this verse. It is very clear. So that Brahman, that is his fold. This, you know, if you had enough faith to accept what Bhagavatam said, now come to something else. Come to another conception that Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is non-different from that Krishna. So that Brahman, that is just the effulgence of his body, that Paramatma is his localized plenary portion, and he is Bhagavan, full with the 6 opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him. So this is the supreme position of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, and now this next verse, these next 3 verses, these are describing like encapsulating who is Mahaprabhu and what is the twofold purpose for which he came to this world. These next 3 verses, that is all like contained within them. And these verses are Guru's. We hear Gurudev so many times quoting these verses, so they are very, very famous. And this next one is actually by Srila Rupa Goswami, and it is Pranam, as I recall, it is Pranam. It is in, I don't remember if it's the Vidagdha Madhava or Lalita Madhava, I can't remember. But one of Srila Rupa Goswami's books, it's mentioned later. It is the prayer, because there's, for like the writers, like, literary, scholarly writers, there's like a particular system of composition, how you will write things. There's, like for example, we always see the Mangala Charan, right? The auspicious invocation at the beginning of many texts. So there's like a particular system in like Sanskrit writing, composition, like rules of composition. And so one of the things is like there will always be some introductory verses. You see that also in Prapana-jivanamritam, the way Srila Sridhar Maharaj has presented it. So this verse is Srila Rupa Goswami's pranam to his Ishta Devata. This is one of the like customary things. You'll have a prayer to your Ishta Devata. Ishta Devata means like your favorite deity, you could say. your most worshipable deity. Yeah. Like for many of us, we feel our Gurudev is our Ishta Devata. And everything we're doing is for him. So Srila Rupa Goswami, his Ishta Devata is Mahaprabhu. And so this verse is presented like that, is a pranam to his Ishta Devata, glorification of his Ishta Devata. Like in Prapana-jivanamritam, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he describes Srila Saraswati Thakur, as I recall, as his Ishta Devata. It's like the second verse there. Gauravag vigraham bande, Gaurangam Gauravaibhavam, Gaura Karunya Sundaram. I'm missing a part. Gaura Sankirtanonmatam, Gaura Karunya Sundaram. Gauravag vigraham bande, Gaurangam Gauravaibhavam, Gaura Sankirtanonmatam, Gaura Karunya Sundaram. He is the embodiment of the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His body is golden like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is an expansion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is maddened in the kirtan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is the beauty of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is his Ishta Devata, described in Prapana-jivanamritam. So anyhow, we can come to this verse. And this verse, it is a benediction to all the readers of Chaitanya-charitamrta, this verse. It is a very wonderful benediction. And we pray that that benediction may wash over us, may enter our hearts. Okay, without further ado, we can hear the verse. Anarpita chidim chirat Kurunaya Vitirna Kalo Samar Payitam Unatojvala Rasam Sabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Jyoti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratu Va Shachinandana. Anarpita Chirim Chirat Kurunaya Vatirna Kalo Samar Payitam Unutojvala Rasam Swabhakti Shriyam Swabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Jyoti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratu Va Shachinandana. And here Mahaprabhu, it's quite charming actually, because in the previous verse we're being told, who is Lord Chaitanya? You know, that great Brahman that all the yogis and the jnanis, they want to enter into, they're going through so much austerity to enter. That is just his effulgence, you know, this is who Chaitanya, don't you understand who is Lord Chaitanya? That Paramatma who the yogis are working so hard to get a glimpse of, that is just one of his like small expansions, you know, remote expansions. So who is Lord Chaitanya? Understand his position. But here in this verse, he's being referred to as Shachinandan, as the son of Mother Shachi. Gurudev really appreciated that very much, that sweet way of referring to the Lord. He is the son of his mother. It's his Jnana Shunya Bhakti conception. Okay, so we can read the translation. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. May the Supreme, so this is Kaviraj Goswami's benediction upon us. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost chambers of your heart, in the core of your heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, not ordinary gold, but molten gold, purata, right? I think that's the word here. Molten gold is like much more glorious, much more beautiful than you know, ordinary gold, solid gold. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared. You understand? Okay. He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Anarpita chidim chirat, what was not given before. No. Karunaya vatirna klo, in this age of Kali, he has mercifully descended. Samar paitam unutodvalarasam sabhakti sham, to give his own bhakti he came to give. Unatoj ujvala ras, ujvala means like shining, literally, as I recall. Like we're singing, right? And in our Gaura Arti song that we sing, how does that line go? Ujvala. I think the garland. Come on, you remember. In the Gaura Arti song, oh yeah, I'm mixing it up. Ujvala is there. I can't remember. Maybe it's in that song. Bahu koti Jini Vadana Ujvala. Yeah, Ujvala is just saying that his mala is like shining like this. It's very gloriously shining. So Uja here, Madhura Ras is referred to in this way, Ujvala Ras, like the shining rasa, the most glorious rasa, the best rasa. This highest thing, he came to give entrance into that. Hari Purata Sundara Jyoti Kadamba Sandipita, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. Sada Hridaya Kandade Spuratu Vashachi. May that Shachi Nandan be situated in the innermost core of your heart. Okay. What does it say exactly, Dean? But the word Ujjval? Oh, his face. I think it's saying that Vadan is face.
Chaitanya's face conquers millions upon millions of moons. And the garland of flowers, of forest flowers, around his neck shines.
Okay.
So Ujjvala is
well, we have to check. I think maybe brilliance, something to do with that. We have to check exactly. I'm not sure. But maybe genie is shining there. Ujjvala maybe. It sounds like, yeah, his face. Vadan means face, right? I think brilliance. Right. So something like that. The most brilliant and shining rasa is something like that. We can check. It doesn't say here. Okay. So this is Srila Rupa Goswami's verse. And then these next two verses, they are by Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami. And they are giving this deeper conception about who Mahaprabhu is, his ontological nature as being the combined form of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. And this has not been revealed before Kaviraj Goswami revealed this. And only because he had the close connection of Raghunath Das Goswami, who had the close connection of Swarup Damodar Goswami. So this has come from the notebooks of Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar, Raghunath. But in that line, Swarup Damodar, Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Kaviraj Goswami. So these two verses, they are Swarup Damodar Goswami's verses, describing that. Yeah, so this must be from the notebooks of Swarup Damodar, because we're told these verses are directly Swarup Damodar's. Okay, so now we'll come to the next verse. Radha Krishna pranaya vikritir ladini shaktir asmad ekatmanav api bhuvi pura deha bedam gatoto Chaitanyakyam prakatam aduna tadvayam chaikyam aptam Radha bhava juti savolitam nomi Krishna sarupam. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Actually, the word is suvalitam, which means that he is enhanced, like Krishna enhanced with the heart and halo of Radharani. So Krishna's more, he's become better. He is enriched by the heart and halo of Radharani. So this is the supreme form. This is the supreme form of the absolute, this combined form of the Shakti and the Shaktiman, the power and the powerful, united in one as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the highest form of the absolute. So, Ladini Shakti, this will be elaborated upon later. This is the internal pleasure-giving potency as it is rendered. That is Radharani, this finest energy of Krishna. And Krishna, who is the possessor of that. So now, sometimes they're appearing in two separate forms for the purpose of play, for their loving exchanges, and sometimes they're coming together in one. And in Golden Volcano, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he gives that, he points out that from that perspective, we cannot say which is first, which is superior or which is first, which is original. It is like the movement of the seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter, spring, summer, autumn, winter. You cannot say one is first. It is moving in a cycle. It is moving in a cyclic way. So in the same way, sometimes we think like this and we speak like this, yeah. Mahab Chaitanya Dev is an avatar of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Lord and this is one of his manifestations. But actually, they are one and the same, and you cannot say which is more original because it is moving in a cyclic way. And even one time, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he said, that from another perspective we can say there is the gift and there is the giver of the gift. So which comes first, the gift or the giver of the gift? The giver of the gift must be first. So from that perspective we will say Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is original because he is giving Krishna Lila, he is distributing Krishna Lila. So from that perspective he is original. Okay, and then the third of these verses, this is also from Srup Damodar. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidjusho Vanayeva Svadyo Yenadbhuta Madhurima Kidjusho Vamadiya Sokyam Chashamar Anubhavata Kidjusham Veti Lobat Tadbhavadya Samajani Shachi Garba Sindo Harindu. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Shrimachi Shachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. So here the three principal reasons for which Krishna decided to take the heart and halo of Radharani and appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is being described here. To understand the glory of her love, to experience the wonderful qualities within him, because he cannot feel his own sweetness, he cannot experience his own wonderful qualities, because he is himself. So she's actually getting more than him because she can experience that beauty and sweetness within him, which he cannot. And the happiness that she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. So these three things. Then he decided to appear as Sri Chaitanya, to take that, to appear as Sri Chaitanya, to actually plunder, as it is described in one of Srila Rupa Goswami's verses in the Chaitanya-ashtakam, to plunder the wealth of the heart of Srimati Radharani. And this is all very wonderfully described in Param Guru Maharaj's Arati song, the Saraswat Arati, which we're singing every evening. That song is extraordinary. Srila Gurudev describes it as the highest arati song. It is what is being represented here in Chaitanya-charitamrta, that is very wonderfully expressed in that song. Radha Bhava Kantiyangi Kori Balamate Dakine Asana Rasa Garima Dekhate. And so what we're worshipping, well, here we are very happy to have Mahaprabhu because this is just perfect. But in most of our temples, or many of our temples, we have Shri Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, and And in that presentation, Mahaprabhu is situated in the senior-most position, because in the Vedic culture, the senior-most person, they will sit on the right, and juniors will sit on the left. So you see on our altars, Mahaprabhu, he is seated in that higher position on the right, and Shri Radha Krishna, they are on his left. So taking the heart Radha Bhava Kantiyangi Kori Balamate Dakineya Sana Rasa Garima Dekate, that taking the heart and halo of Radharani, Mahaprabhu has seated himself on the right side to show his supreme position, to show, how his supremacy. Radha Rasa Choyo Swada Rahasya Pujas Niraki Prafula Radha Mukhe Mandahas. And seeing this Choyo Ras, what we just heard, these three rasas that Radharani has, that Krishna doesn't have, what she's experiencing, these rasas that she's experiencing, that he can experience. Seeing that, Krishna has approached her, and he's taken that from her, and she's smiling gently. Mukhe mandahas. Radharani has a gentle smile on her face, observing this affair. Madhya rohi bamshi rave. This verse is so nice. Madhya rohi bamshi rave. Goshe bamshidar. Radhara samparayami. Gauranga sandar. In the middle, Krishna, the flute player, he's declaring, in the glory of my Radha's love, I become Gauranga Sundar. In the glory of my Radha's love, I become Gauranga Sundar. I become enhanced and take on the form of Gauranga Sundar. Mara Bishta Rupa Radha Hridaya Mandire Gauranga Bajila Shushtu Spurti Payatade. The most cherished form, Krishna is saying, the most cherished form of mine lives within the heart of Radharani. My supreme form lives in the heart of Radharani. And Gauranga Bajila Shushtu Spurti Payatade. If you worship Gauranga, if you worship Mahaprabhu, you can connect with that form. So this is our whole line, our whole approach. As we're singing in this song, Gaurangera Dutti Pada, Jar Dana Sampada, Se Jane Bhakti Rasasar, Gaurangera Madhya-lila, Jar Karne Pravashila, Hridaya Nirmala Bilatar. Gaurangera Sangi Gane, Nitya Siddha Kori Mane, Tara. Gaurangera Sangi Gane, Nitya Siddha Kori Mane, Tara. No. What is the next line? Gaurangera Sangi Gane, Nitya Siddha Kori Mane, Sejaya Bra Jendra Sutta. They will get that Krishna of Vrindavan. If you can appreciate Mahaprabhu and the associates of Mahaprabhu, then you will get connection with Krishna of Vrindavan. Shri Gaura Mandala Bhumi, Jeba Jane Chintamani, Tada Hoy Brajabhumi. If you can appreciate Gaura Mandal, if you can appreciate Mahaprabhu's holy abode, then you will get entrance into Krishna's abode. This is our whole line of approach. But we present it like this sometimes. Our gurus present it like this. But then on the other hand, we are fully satisfied worshipping Mahaprabhu also. It is not like a means to an end. We are very, very satisfied worshipping Mahaprabhu. We don't feel we need anything else. But both perspectives are there. All right. Well, we can stop there for today. Much food for thought. We don't want to get indigestion. Anyone want to add anything, or we stop? Want to sing to